Hi, my name is Marco Evangelisti, and I am the founder of Essential Knowledge for Transition. And I want to welcome you to the course towards aware and values-centered investing. I'm very excited to be able to share the content I developed over the past decade with the Money Quotient community. So I want to start with the presentation. So let me share my screen. Today, we're going to look at the first module, which is called Awakening to the Problems of Conventional Finance. And as a starting point, what I would like to do is situate this course within the context of the Great Turning. And the Great Turning is the shift in society and all its institutions necessary to bring about a socially just, environmentally regenerative, and spiritually fulfilling human presence on planet Earth. And I know this might sound a little bit lofty to some of you. I spent 30 years in California, so this doesn't sound too strange. But I believe that we need to do the Great Turning if we want to ensure the long-term survival of our species. And when we're talking about shifting society and all its institutions, we're talking about the political system, the cultural values we share. We also are talking about our educational system and so on. But specifically, we're talking about the money system, the economic system, and the financial system. So if you have already read chapter 16 of the book Sapiens by Professor Yuval Harari, you might have gathered that investment capital and finance has really shaped and accelerated the arc of human civilization in the last 3 centuries. It really has changed society and the world we're living in. And I believe that if we do not tackle finance and investing, if we do not shift finance and investment capital in a less harmful direction, we will not be around for more than a couple of generations. So it's really that important in my view. And I will try to make the argument in the next couple of sessions that some of the largest problems we're facing, like climate change, income inequality, the fraying of our institutions, and so on, can be reconducted to the effects of the way we've deployed capital in the last couple of centuries, but also more recently. So let me get started. First of all, this course is called Towards Aware and Value-Centered Investing, because I understand this is a little bit aspirational. It's certainly difficult to change the way we do things, and transforming the way we do investments is certainly not an easy task. And the objective of this course is basically show you how to help clients align their investments with what they really care about, their personal values, and the fact that simply using ESG funds is really not enough, if we are honest. So the course structure is 5 sessions, including 1 or more videos per session, an interactive forum online, and a quiz and some reading. Session 1, which we'll cover today, is Awakening to the Problems of Conventional Finance. And session 2 is Understanding Ecological Limits, Money Creation, and the Federal Reserve. What I'm trying to do here is try to compare the relative magnitude of investment capital, the economy, and the biosphere. And what you will learn is that the first element, which is the money in circulation, has theoretically no limits in terms of its growth. In fact, to a certain extent, investment capital demands to be growing forever. And we know that the biosphere is a finite entity, and that at a certain point, we're going to have a conflict between something that wants to grow forever and our the limits of the biosphere in which we operate. And so I'll try to make that argument in session 2. In session 3, it's called Challenging Capital Markets Expectation, a holistic approach to portfolio management, where I will try to expand the concept of risk and return to include non-financial considerations. And also to instill some doubts as to the typical long-term asset class forecasts that are being used in our industry. Session 4 is about implementing aware and value-centered investing. And I'm very grateful that we will have 2 guest lecturers. These are financial advisors that took this course and are sharing their experience implementing some of the ideas that I presented, especially the idea of no harm and aware investing, and in the case of Angela Barbash, also local investing. Session 5 talks about restorative investing and the true path to financial freedom. Restorative investing is really at the intersection of investing proper and philanthropy. And I believe if we want to do the great turning, a portion of our capital will have to be devoted to this type of investing.